So last time we saw the prototype we built on the breadboard. So I researched some parts and came up with different sensors, accelerometers and sensors that we can incorporate in a sensor module. The accelerometer is digital, the gyrometers are analog, so everything is controlled by a mega microcontroller like on the Arduinos.
Did you calculate the current?
The current should be well below the limit of the regulator, which is 150 milliamps. You can see that it's still unrouted, so we have to lay all the traces to the according pads. This is that mega chip.
Can you put any lines underneath the Bluetooth module?
But we cannot go inside this meshy area here, which is the area where the antenna of the Bluetooth module is. Okay, we have this skateboard here,
yep.
And now we want to put the electronics on it. You saw the board I designed. It's a small lengthish board which would fit below the axles here, and maybe the electronics on the one side and the battery on the other side.
Why don't you put it underneath the truck?
That's a good idea.
And put the PCB inside the spacer. I've already made some design here. This is my first thoughts about the spacer. The PCB fits right here. Your Bluetooth module sticks out, so the antenna is free.
That's good.
These three holes hold a cover I also designed. So
That's
the
good.
PCB is mounted to the cover, and the cover is mounted to the spacer. And the truck is mounted to the spacer too.
So now we need to actually protect our energy source.
Okay, before we put it on the board, I think we should connect to the device, so we know we get some data.
Don't put it the wrong way.
Okay.
The pins are flexible.
Okay, need some time to boot.
We probably need some test data, so we know how the sensors react to just rolling on a flat street. And that's why we want to somehow put this prototype sensor board just maybe right here with some...
Using this super high-tech
it's
polymer
astronaut research
material.
Okay, I think it's booted now, and we have the sensors, these two little guys over here, and right next to them is the Bluetooth chip. And we use the Bluetooth chip to connect to this device to get the data here. Okay, the connection is set up. At the moment we see nothing here. This is because the data cable is not connected yet, which I am doing in this moment. And voila, the data.
So this is actually kind of doing a skate emulation, yeah. And now we attach this fragile beauty to our board.
Yeah. We're going to use this one to fix the battery.
You think I can?
No, don't do this.
Okay.
Maybe you just hold it like this with the fingers. Yeah.
Okay, Eric?
Be careful with this one.
Still sending data?
Have a look.
Good question.
Yes, it's still data coming in.
So, do we still have data?
No more data.
Echt? No such file directory. Meine System
Run Newton. Okay, I try to
crash. Okay. Mittenschaft. Nein.
Okay, but you're in another directory now, so we need some space.
I'm actually in the directory where we should have right axis.
Okay. Come on. Yes.
Whee!
Give a minute of silence.
Go! Yeah!
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we need to do some saturation tests afterward. Oh, I hope this works.
of stuff.
Hold back, no fancy tricks. Just a prototype. Okay, yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, and now controlled tests of letting the board fall down.
Okay.
It still works.
Still good.
Okay,
still
higher.
Coming in. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just do it.
Still works?
Okay, it stopped working.
All my root petition is full. No, actually, it's just a...
Oh, okay, just the power off. No, it just stopped after the falling test.
Yeah, that's what we've seen last.
Starts the game single player.
Should we start with like a flow chart going through the whole game? What about this challenge mode where you
but this challenge mode is a sub-mode of the single player mode, right?
Okay.
So settings, we need settings.
Ah, settings. And then you can drive on the skateboard. When you do a trick, something happens now.
Right, the music maybe change.
And then the time starts to run. So you have this countdown for this certain trick.
When the game ends, so we need, for example, some summary, which points you did, which tricks you did, how long you were skating, something like this.
And will it end after a certain time, or when you push the button to end the game? What do you mean now?
The challenge ends when you didn't finish a challenge trick after a particular time. You know?
What happens if I did all the challenge, so if I accomplish tricks all the time?
If we don't have any tricks anymore, so maybe
you get a shorter time.
Shorter time, something like this, yeah. Or you must do combinations, right? For example, maybe something like this.
I write here like the level is rising plus level. So if you accomplish a trick, you get another trick announcement, but the level increases or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the screen.
Something like this.
Ah, okay, I see, for the outline.
Yeah, you just draw a screen. Okay, and it's it's nearly the correct screen size. No.
About.
Do you remember the prototype Florian mailed us? But I think the lines are too narrow, so if you want to touch it. So what do you think about 2 rows and 2 columns? This is more finger friendly instead of you must hit. Okay.
Next screen. I think we could visualize this as like 2 streets, and our player is in the leading position. The other player is like this, so he's in the second place. So let's assume our player is winning now.
Okay,
got the data. Okay, so we copied the data now to the computer, or we want to analyze the data. And at the first step, I mean, we don't really know how to classify the trick actually. And the first step was just visualizing the time domain signal. So you can just skip through it and just see what the sensors look like. You can pretty well see when you start riding the skateboard. This is one of the tasks to classify, is the guy just driving on a flat street or is he just doing a trick? And we assume that once he starts a trick, you will see some pretty pronounced sensor amplitudes here. To better see this, we wrote a little program which visualizes the frequency content of the signal. Oh yeah, there you see. That's where it dropped on the ground.
But actually, at this point, you can already see that this part of the curve is the part where the skateboard starts falling down. So you get a lot of acceleration.
Yeah. Acceleration should be constant here, which is Earth gravity actually. It hits the ground here.